we also need to know that hell has various levels to it. And there's 7 levels to it. But what you want to understand also, there's a part of hell that hell itself is afraid of. Let that sink in. Let it also sink in that hell is a beast. Hell is an entity that lives. It has a voice. It has eyes. It can talk. It's a beast. But it's a part of it that it is afraid of, called the whale. Understand that. Hell is afraid of itself. So we then need to not be of those people, I'll see you in hell. No, don't be like that. Don't be stupid. And when they get there, they won't want to be there. Trust me. It doesn't make you tough or tough-minded, whatever, because you're not afraid of hell. It's just that you are delusional. And you have allowed your fitra, your spiritual configuration, to be layered up with rust. Not seeing reality for what it really is. But we will all see one day. All of us will see what we saw before we got here. That conversation that I talked about earlier in another video that we had with Allah Azza wa Jal. We'll be reminded of it clearly. Even at death, we'll remember. We have a veil over ourselves. This body is a veil. We can't see the angels now. We can't see the jinn race now. We can't see unseen entities that exist now. But when this veil is lifted, we see everything. Let us be careful. So, we want to strive for paradise. All we gotta do is dare to be different. Dare to be like everybody else. We don't want to be like everybody else. I want to be like me. And the brothers that also, and the sisters also, that want to go to paradise. I want to be like us. That don't want no trouble in the next life. We want to be together. Having a good time. Trust me, having a real good time. Yes. Now we get to the ayah that 100% reminds us then of what we promised to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The ayah that gives us the total purpose of our existence. Now, Iyaka na'budu wa iyaka nasta'in. That is the component of Al-FAATIHA that expresses itself, all of it actually, but that goes into detail about worshiping Allah Azza wa Jal and seeking His help. Iyaka na'budu. Okay? What does that mean again? It means that we will worship Allah Azza wa Jal vertically. That means that we will pray, aqimu salat, establish the prayer, that we will engage in zakat, poor tax, that we will engage in siyam, fasting, particularly in Ramadan, that we will engage in hajj, sacrificing one's life, not killing yourself, not committing suicide, but devoting your life, selling yourself, your soul to worship Allah Azza wa Jal. Sacrificing what you want for yourself for Allah Azza wa Jal. Sacrificing your shahwa, your desires for Allah Azza wa Jal. Instead of having girlfriends all over the place, you got a wife. Done. Or in the case of female, you got a husband. Done. You see? And you can't switch teams either. That's out. You can't be a funny bunny. You can't be a guy with a husband or a girl with a wife. No. That is perverse. That is sinful. Period. End of story. So, that's the vertical measure that we intend to be good from Hajj, we intend to be good. That lamb that's being sacrificed is not the lamb, it's you, it's me. The lamb that's being killed, that means the desires, the worldly desires to the extreme is being killed within ourselves. And we are aspiring to be those who dare to be different and worship Allah Azza wa Jal, even though we made fun of, even though we're talked about in indecent ways, even though we're labeled or fired from a job, whatever the case is, we're still Muslim. Bi'idhnillah. Yes, we still worship Allah Azza wa Jal. That's vertical. That's the sacrifice from Hajj. All that's vertical. Horizontal is treating all human beings, all creatures, all things created by Allah Azza wa Jal, treating them with justice and fairness. Ahsan kama ahsanallahu ilayk. Be kind like Allah Ta'ala is kind to you. That is what we should be about horizontally. We should not pick and choose. If a person is a disbeliever, he's a kafir, we can sell him pork, we can sell him wine, we can sell him lottery tickets, we can cuss him out, we can do all these different things. I was a street dude, and what attracted me to this religion was a guy named Fred in 1973. I saw light on his face. The prophet said, Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, what's in your heart will shine in your face. The goodness in his heart, his faith, shine through his face. And I saw then a person who didn't cuss. And we out there playing basketball. And the guys who were playing basketball were cussing each other out, talking about each other's mother. When they make a shot, this is what I did to your mother last night and all the business. They were talking all that nonsense. But they did not say one illegitimate word to Fred. Nothing. And I kept watching. And I'm like, what's his name? Because I was curious. I'm like, they're not even bothering him. I said, what's his name? His name's Fred. And I kept watching. And I decided, I said to myself, whatever religion he is, that's what I'm going to be. This is 1973. I was 13. I asked the man, the brother, I was going to play with him. I was 13. Those guys were like 17 to 20. But I could play. So they let me play with them. Anyways, I said, well, Goldie, what's his name? He said, his name, I said, Goldie, what's his religion? He said, oh, he's a Muslim. You want to be that? I said to myself, we're a Muslim, just like him. I know it's Muslim, but at the time, that's what he had said, right? Point. The actions of that man made me want to be Muslim. That man didn't know me. I saw him in 1982 later. I said, Fred, assalamu alaikum. I became Muslim because of you. He's looking like, wa alaikum salam. Like, who is you? Who are you? I don't know you. He didn't say that, but he was looking at me like that. Point. He never knew me. But his actions spoke to me. That's why I'm Muslim. That's what Allah Ta'ala used to make me become Muslim. He used that. You see? Point. If we are exuding crooked, evil behavior around non-Muslims, what do you think they think about us? No one, they want to be like us. They don't know. We can't tell them nothing about religion because we're not practicing ourselves. So we have an obligation to leave the garbage and be a Muslim for real. Leave selling cigarettes, beer, wine, weed, paper, lottery tickets, and all forms of evil that exist in these grocery stores and gas stations. Leave those things and become Muslim. You see? So, and act like a Muslim. Yes. So, That's iyaka na'budu wa iyaka nasta'in. Iyaka na'budu. That you worship Allah Ta'ala vertically and horizontally. Yes. We'll close here.